Hello, my name is Arnold Legge. I'm president of the Prince Rupert Shore Workers Local at the United Fishermen and Allied Workers Union, and I also sit on the union's General Executive Board.
Hello, my name is Conrad Lewis. I am Vice President of the Prince Rupert Shore Workers Local, and I'm also a member of the UFAWU's General Executive Board.
My Haida name is Talatska Chin Kilju. I belong to the Skajagal clan from Masset on Haida Gwaii. Our people were famous for their seine boats that they built.
I am Simshan, Nawab Swidali, Gispudwada, Kechatla. My family and many others moved to Prince Rupert area to work as fishermen, tendermen, and shore workers. The UFAW on the North Coast was made up mostly of First Nations people. We built the boats, made and mended nets, fished in all commercial fisheries, worked in the canneries, filleted groundfish, and worked in cold storages. Of course, some immigrants also worked in the industry. However, the commercial fishing industry was by far the largest employer of Indigenous people from all North Coast First Nations.
In the 1970s, when Conrad and I started in the industry, our union represented around 3,000 Northern Shore workers, and they worked in more than 13 different plants. With the closure of Canfisco's Oceanside Cannery in Prince Rupert, there are only about 400 shore workers' jobs left on the North Coast. 4 fish plants remain, and they only remove the guts and send our fish elsewhere for consumer-ready processing. In 1990, there were 100 tradespeople, the majority of First Nations. By 1996, with plant closures and consolidations, that number was reduced to 25. The cannery closure reduced that number to 6. The company canceled our millwright apprentices, including a Niska woman and a Tsimshian youth. And no amount of LNG or port work will replace our jobs.
Our government has failed us. They have allowed North Coast herring to be exported to China for processing. Northern groundfish is landed in Rupert and processed in Portland, Oregon. Our salmon is being sent to the lower mainland, Washington or China for processing. We only got it to ensure the salmon roe retains its export quality. Alaska processed over 3 million cases of canned salmon. We will can none.
DFO has set up a structure here in British Columbia that allows Jimmy Pattison to control 80% of the herring and 70% of the salmon fishery. We need to free the fleet from the processors. We need a West Coast pick-calf policy similar to Atlantic Canada's, whose goal is to build owner-operator and fleet separation policies to ensure that harvesters are independent and that the benefits of fishing licenses flow to the fisher and BC coastal communities. We need an adjacency policy so that companies cannot take our resources somewhere else for processing.
Fish is the heritage of the North Coast First Nations peoples. Before contact, it was used for sustenance, for trade and wealth. Post-contact, the commercial fishery was dominated by First Nations people because it fits with our culture. PICFI is transferring some licenses and quota to First Nations. However, there is no protection for independent Indigenous fishermen from Canfisco's control, and there is certainly no protection for North Coast Aboriginal shore workers. We see northern caught salmon in Jim Pattison's grocery stores labeled as BC salmon, but which is processed and packaged in China. Minister Tutu, the majority of us are Tahltan, Nisga'a, Tsimshian, Gipsan, Haida, and Haisla. The Liberal government was elected with promises to engage First Nations people in the economy of Canada. While we were engaged in the economy of the North Coast, but because DFO policies favor corporations over people, we are now on welfare instead of proudly and gainfully employed in an industry which sustained our families from time immemorial.
We are professional fish workers. If the markets change, so can we. We are willing to process consumer-ready fish in any fashion, but North Coast fish should be processed here on the North Coast.
Hi, my name is June Astor, and we need adjacency. I've worked 41 years in the fishing industry, and it's wrong that our products are shipped out of Canada to be processed cheaper in other countries. Canadians need the work. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mo Brown. I've been in the fishing industry for 40 years, and it's sad to see that that we're losing so much work here in Prince Rupert, BC. You know, Minister, please help us. We need help here because, you know, all our jobs are going to China and who knows where else, non-union. We need help. Thank you. Please help.
Hello, my name is Carolyn Wesley. I'm from Prince Rupert area. And I'd like to ask Minister Tutu to examine all the rules and regulations, and we would like to see our fish caught in this territory to be processed in this territory. We need our work here. We don't like our fish to be shipped out to China or Alaska or wherever. We want to do it.
Hello, Mr. Minister Tutu. My name is Kathy Bradbury. I've been in the fishing industry for 40 years. I don't think it's fair that the company gets to send our fish to China or anywhere else to be canned. I believe we should have the adjacency.
Hi, my name is Flora Stevens. I am a Niskat from the village of Greenville. I live in Prince Rupert. The fish that is caught in the north should be processed in the north. We depend on this fish for work. I have been working in the cannery for 33 years.
My name is Virginia Ball. I have been in the industry for 46 years. We need adjacency in the fishing industry. I believe we need our products to be processed here in Canada. Thank you.
Holy cow, I can't say it. My name is Joyce Brown. I've been working in the plant for 52 years. And we need an adjacency to keep our fish here in Prince Rupert.
My name is Alberta Robinson, and I have been in the fishing industry for 50 years. And we do need adjacency to keep the products in Canada.
My name is Yvonne Martin, and I've been in the fishing industry for 41 years. And I agree with everything they said.
My name is Keith Ishwood. I've been working at the Oceanside Cannery since 1995. And I would love it if we had the same regulations and fisheries like they have in the East Coast. And the companies don't own the fishing licenses and quotas, and they don't own the fishing vessels. 59, I'm too young to retire. I'm getting too old to get into another line of work.
My name is Camilla Barton. I have been in the fishing industry for 40 plus years. We need adjacency to keep our fish products in Canada.